Hey everyone, welcome! We are finally here. We are at the playoff stage of the GG League Season 2, the Ramadan Rivals, where you have been witnessing all the players from the GCC, India, and Pakistan play their best when it comes to the Counter-Strike scene. The prize pool is $5,000, which has already been handed out here and there a little bit, but now we have $2,000 to give away at the playoff stage, and it's just fantastic to have everyone here watching and being with us on this journey. Like I said, $5,000 prize pool up for grabs. We already gave away $750 in each of the qualifier weeks. We had 4 weeks with $250 given away to second place and $500 given away to first place. Now, this time we have the semifinals, which is today, and tomorrow we have the finals. $2,000 up for grabs. Third place getting $400, second place $600, and first place going away with the biggest prize, $1,000. So not just the money on the line, not just the prize pool on the line, lot to prove, lot to showcase, lot to say, especially individually, not just within their teams. You never know who could be watching. There could be a scout out there saying, yo, this Toxie, I mean, no, that guy's washed up. This other guy's pretty good, so maybe I want him to recruit him to one of my international teams. You never know who could be watching. With that, let's introduce our two phenomenal casters and / analysts. They're doing 2 jobs in one for this tournament. We have Toxie and we have Wild joining us for the 5th stream of the Ramadan Rivals. How are you feeling today? Are you guys hyped for it? Toxie, show me some love.
Yeah, obviously, I'm always hyped, and finally we get to the playoffs, and it's been a long journey. I mean, it's been almost. This is the 4th weekend, and lots of CS, lots of great competition between the teams, especially from India and Pakistan, who dominated this tournament. And it's a shame, really, not to have more teams, but a lesson to learn for them. Hopefully, in the future, we see more of them. But nevertheless, I've been really happy with the way that we've seen these games and how they pan out. The players individually were amazing. As a team, they were amazing. And hopefully, we get to see that in our next semi-final. And inshallah, with the grand final tomorrow.
Indeed. Unfortunately, we just have one team coming in from the GCC, which is going to be the Lovebirds, which are the UAE-based team. And going over to Wild, I mean, I guess that makes you happy because we do have a couple of Pakistani teams here in the semifinals. So do you claim victory over Tox in this situation?
Yes. Absolutely.
Cool.
I will. Here's Tox. Here's hold this for me for a second. Yeah, you can hold this L because yeah, because 4 Pakistani teams made it to the playoffs, and you know what? I'm just super happy about it. Like, that makes me ecstatic. Like, if anything, right? It signals the Pakistani scene to grow because they're like, okay, we have players at the top level. That means there's space in the scene for like top level competitors to actually grow. And like even players that are like not quite there yet, they're then motivated to start grinding to get in these bigger teams, to get in these bigger tournaments.
100%. We're definitely proud of all the teams that made it here so far. It was not an easy feat, especially in Ramadan, where you might not be functioning the way you should when you're hungry and when you're so it's great for them to be participating here with us and showcasing all their skills. And with that, let's go and check out the brackets and let's see which teams will be playing today. All right, so we started off with the quarterfinals made in number char. 1 against Striking Cats. Look at that. Okay, Striking Cats, we did watch them yesterday, and they put on a really, really good show, but fortunately, they did not make it against the amazing Made in number 4. They always have high praise from our caster team over here, so I don't think it's much of a surprise for them to be going into the semifinals today. And they'll be facing Grey Fox Esports. Okay, Grey Fox Esports going 2-0 against God's Reign. So Yes, word production is letting us know that due to travel issues, God's Reign actually forfeited this match. That's quite unfortunate. We did see God's Reign play beautifully versus the Lovebirds back in week 2, and I was hoping to see, the matchup again, but unfortunately they did forfeit. So Grey Fox win by default going into the semifinals against Made in Number Char. Now on the other side of the bracket, whoa, okay, Hatru Peak losing 0-2 against True Rippers. Okay, this is quite a shock, I would say, from our, because we did see Hatru Peak yesterday dominating Striking Cats 0-2. So this is quite an anomaly, but I mean, True Rippers seems to be superior, even though they lost against Made in Number Char in the first week. So this is quite an interesting turnout. On the other side, we have Starboys losing 0-2 to Lovebirds. Now, Starboys has always been a fan favorite. We've been commending them for their resilience and for their passion to keep going and, taking themselves back up every time they fall. But unfortunately, it just wasn't their game this time, and they didn't manage to get to the semifinals. But we do have True Rippers versus Lovebirds as the second semifinals game for you guys today. So the one that will be streamed tonight, I believe, will be, is it True Rippers versus Lovebirds? Is that the one? All right, so yes, I got confirmation from production. It will be indeed True Rippers versus Lovebirds. Now, to be honest, I want to see both games. I really do, especially when it comes to Made in Number Char. They made such a commotion when we saw them in the first week. They set off the stage for us. They set up the scale of what we're going to be seeing. So it's unfortunate that we won't be able to see it, but then again, we also love these two other teams where we have True Rippers versus the Lovebirds. As you know, True Rippers was the Indian team that competed back in week 1 against Made in Number Char. They did lose 0-2 against Made in Number Char, but the two finalists still make it to the playoffs bracket. So things could change. They could have practiced. They could have taken notes from the games that they had played. So who knows? Who knows what could happen? What do you think, guys? True Birds versus Lovebirds. I mean, Lovebirds, very, very strong team in the UAE, one of the strongest, top 5, versus True Rippers, which may not be one of the strongest in India. However, they still proved themselves when it came to the semifinals. Wild, what do you think is going to happen here between these two teams based on the knowledge that we know already about them and of their gameplay that we've seen over the past few weeks?
To be honest, it really comes down to the veto because remember, you are looking at True Rippers being a team with tenure behind them versus Lovebirds, who are mostly a stack. Like, yes, I know that these players are very comfortable with each other, but remember, even if you look at Lovebirds' foray into the playoffs, a couple of their wins actually did come off of forfeits, right? So it's not like their mettle has been truly tested till the very end. True Rippers, on the other hand, they've had to fight for everything along the way, and I think that just being a tenured team, that will be a bit of an advantage. Now, I would love to see the veto if we can have that on the screen because it has already showed up on Faceit. Because the maps that we're going to be seeing, they are heavily favorable towards the team and not sort of the mixed lineup. Like the first map we're going to be seeing, I'll say it even before the graphics ready, right? We're going to be starting with Vertigo. So that's something that particularly scares me because when you're playing Vertigo against a team, it is so damn suffocating.
Talks, do you have the same viewpoint on that? Especially since now we know that the first map is going to be Vertigo in the first game for this best of 3 to secure their spot in the finals tomorrow. What's going to happen for True Rippers or Lovebirds? Whose favor are you cheering for?
I mean, True Rippers did pick Vertigo, so I assume they have a good practice on it. Now, this is not one of those good maps when it comes to Lovebirds. Lovebirds lean towards Anubis, Mirage, Ancient, Nuke, these maps, but Vertigo is definitely not one of the maps they prefer to play. So I think with that pick, it could also be something not necessarily good for True Rippers because Lovebirds, with the experience and the individuals that they have, they could turn this around as well. Let me remind you that Lovebirds are not actually a team. They just came together before this tournament, but they do play a lot together in MESL. So they kind of understand, they have that chemistry naturally with each other. And this is something that could reflect on maps like Vertigo, which we've seen them play time and time during the hub in scrims, where it's they always try to take A ramp, and I think there's gonna be a fight. Unlike the Vertigo we saw yesterday, we're gonna see lots of fighting towards the A ramp, and I think True Rippers, if they start off strong, confident, this could be a map win for them. But if they get stomped early on, like 3-4 rounds lead, and then they couldn't take any control of the map, then this could be really bad for them. Now, when it goes to Mirage, I think Mirage is a 50-50. I think both of the teams are really comfortable on it, but we don't have any Pakistani team playing it, so I can't really tell who would have an upper hand here, but I think Mirage is going to be very close. There is potentially a plan where we go to Ancient, but it really goes down to Vertigo. I think we'll get to the predictions because I know that's your favorite part. But,
That is indeed. I love asking you guys that impossible question and then, getting back to it when you're wrong and just saying, looks like you have to check up on that AI prediction of yours. It's a bit faulty. But it's
we just
definitely
don't trust the artificial intelligence anymore.
Can't rely on them, especially with all the movies that have been coming out, with them rising up against us. It's getting kind of scary. We have to hold up our own, but a little bit of help here and there, that's okay. But going back to the match here, True Rippers versus Lovebirds.
Damn, the
right,
bird was so excited that it flew away.
Or is it too scared and it flew away?
Oh, there you go. It's back.
Yeah. Oh, and it's back. Never mind. But I'm not so sure I could say that I'm as excited for this match as I am for the other semifinals. I'm gonna roast production a bit. I think I was looking forward to see Maiden Number Chart matchup first because it's a bit underwhelming to see the semifinals for two teams that actually lost in the finals of their week. I know that's a bit toxic, but I'm hoping them hearing that will give them the opposite effect and will make sure that they come back strong and they prove me wrong. I want to be proven wrong. I want to see the best of the best from these two teams. So definitely go and prove me wrong here, especially when it comes to the map of Vertigo, when there's a lot of factors to be taken into consideration to be played well, the strategies that are needed to be implemented. So hopefully we're going to be seeing a good game, a good best of 3 match between both of these teams here. Just to let you guys know, I was too excited seeing the faces of Wild and Toxie that I forgot to mention our partner. So let me go back to that. We are partnered with DEF, Faceit, MESL, and EZQ as well. Thank you so much for our partners for making this tournament happen and for allowing GG League to provide this platform for us for the Ramadan Rivals and let all of the players showcase their skills, especially when it comes to Ramadan. I know people are eager to play and eager to spend all those nights doing something because you aren't sleeping on time. What time did you guys sleep last night? I think it was 3 a.m., 4 a.m. maybe on your side, Wild. So they need something to do in the late nights. So it's good to provide something for them here at the Ramadan Rivals. Also, if you guys are interested to go and attend the Dubai Esports Festival, which is happening in the World Trade Center in Dubai, you can head over to platinumlist.com, input the code DXBGames3 for a flat 30% off. Plus, I'm not sure if the giveaways are still going on, but if they are, do go on our social media platforms on Twitter, on Instagram. We do have giveaways for the Dubai Esports Festival, and who knows, maybe you could be the lucky winner. Are you guys heading to Dubai Esports Festival? Are we guys gonna see you there? Maybe you do like a meet and greet because you guys are super popular in the Counter-Strike communities. Toxie, maybe? No?
I mean, I'm coming to meet and greet you, but I don't know about Wild. He needs a ticket.
Tox did mention that after the MESL sub, if I can carry him in a couple games in the MESL platform, I'll get a ticket to Dubai. So I mean, it's not a bad deal if he falls through on it.
Okay. You don't have to flatter yourselves too much or flatter each other too much because the game is just about to start. You got saved by the Counter-Strike bell. So we're going to head straight into game right now. And best of luck to you guys for casting the very first semifinals of our playoffs of the Ramadan Rivals.
Thank you, Archie. I am so excited to get into it. I mean, the semis already Lovebirds, True Rippers, two teams that I wouldn't say are like ultra well known, but they do have like very big local fan bases. I mean, even if like I know that Lovebirds, hey, they're not a team, right? But like on an individual level, like a lot of players know him and a lot of players love him. So it'll be fun to watch. Straight into the pistol round, and McGills has already dropped off of the skyscraper.
Just excited to see Havoc playing here, who's an ex-teammate as well. He's back to the original lineup. Carlito and Javi, very good start so far. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be dangerous. Defaulter taking 2 as well. This is certainly dope. Defaulter is one of those good players, can turn things around. And Crazy Gamer, definitely one of the best players when it comes to 3 Rippers.
No way.
Defaulter gets 4 kills here, and oh my goodness, what just happened? Defaulter stuck all alone, 4 players, and he managed to somehow get all of them. And Crazy Gamer with the flank. This shouldn't have happened, but it did.
That was supposed to be the round for Lovebirds. We saw them pop off immediately. No breaks, but True Rippers are going to immediately bounce back.
That's crazy. What a round. I mean, Havoc started it with 2 important kills, but then Defaulter. Oof. This is going to be a very spicy game, I'll tell you that. This is going to be very intense. These players, very experienced, know what they're doing. They are not going to give up until the last second, until the last hope. And then we have a stack here coming from Lovebirds into the A-bomb site. It's going to be a trap. They could get a gun here, and this could get very dangerous for Rippers. Oh, wow. That's a very important kill in a second. McGill's a bit greedy, maybe. Just 2 guns, and maybe with a retake with this AK, especially on Swaz, who is, by the way, the brother of Ijram, the younger brother, also a dentist. Like Archie, who did her hair for us. Good Archie. Oh, this is getting dangerous. Not sure why there is so much overcommitment when it comes to True Rippers in this smoke. Surely they're not gonna respect it. Is it gonna be the save? Looks like they're playing it.
Surprising amount of damage coming out from Lovebirds. Didn't really have a lot going into it, but now the weapons are going to be brought out. It was nice to see them do some damage, and that is going to force rebuys from True Rippers as well. 3 of those rifles are going to have to come out, and you know, it doesn't seem like a lot, but remember, they can very easily be backed into a corner where all they've got are MAC-10s, Galils, things along those lines, and you can already see Defaulter coming down to that MAC-10, so a much stronger buy-up from the side of the CTs, and they're going to be playing it in a much faster pace. Swaz has no idea what he's shooting at, but he will still victimize McGills. 4v4. And things are going to slow down. The initial ramp presence not being able to convert. Swaz being able to find that kill while he was blinded out of his mind completely changes everything.
A very important kill, even though he's low HP. Ooh, that's okay. Swaz is gone.
Yeah.
I was just talking about his HP and
yeah, the HP
no longer low.
definitely
It's gone now.
Exposed it.
Rossi, very good kill on Art, who's the main oper actually for Lovebirds. Now they have to contest Javi all alone. An Indian going against the Indians here. Havoc has been living in the UAE for a very long time. One of the OGs actually of CS when it comes to the UAE scene. Oh, that smoke actually might have saved Ghost. Oh, they have to plant position.
Good attempt from Havoc. But Nobel will still try and get it done. A headshot from Defaulter though. Immediately says no to that proposition. 4th round underway, and we're already going to be seeing Lovebirds on a very shaky buy. Wouldn't be too surprised if they brought out the Deagles. You know, come down to 2,000. We can still have a talk here. It was a nice kill from Swaz, but no conversion off the back of it. It was already lucky enough that he gets that kill while he's flashed. And then beyond that point, Lovebird simply didn't do much. The nade to chase him down as well. a tactical. Is that a technical timeout or a tactical one? I can't tell.
Technical. Yeah.
But regardless, I mean, Lovebirds will be very happy to have it anyway. There are definitely situations already where you can see that the comms is not on point. Like the thing that happened on the pistol round, the awkwardness on ramp where they're kind of letting these prongs roam around. I think those things would not have happened in a team environment, but they're very likely to happen in a mixed environment.
Yeah, and the
Art King probably hates the stream right now. We keep showing him dying to the pistol.
The struggle usually as a mix is during the CT side. So that's where I would have preferred to start on the T side, because Lovebirds did have the choice to select the side since this is True Ripper's map pick, and they went for the CT. And there's always a big struggle as a mix to play here, especially a map like Vertigo, where even in MESL, it's not a very well played map. It's one of the least played maps actually. But whenever they play it, you do see the communication and the teamwork happening. Yet, when you play against a proper team, that's where the struggle comes. And I feel like True Rippers, they understand that, they know that. I think they also ban Nuke, which is one of the strongest maps when it comes to Lovebirds. So that's a very good veto, I think, from True Ripper's side. They are good with Mirage, so I think in terms of veto, I lean towards True Rippers, but I mean, Lovebirds, still early days. They could lose a lot of rounds in the CT, but could turn this around in the T side. Either way, we're gonna have a semi-buy here by the Birds, a few 5.7s and MP9s.
In the hands of players who spend most of their time on the MESL platform, I am more afraid of pistols.
Well, you
The
don't have to be
MP9?
afraid of my pistol, though.
Yeah, don't worry about it,
It's,
Toxie. I never
please-
had faith in your pistol. Ooh, Carlito, though. He's got faith in his MP9, but I don't appreciate the overextension. Instead of forcing them to peek forward, he's going to peek right into them, and that does mean that he's fallen. But it is still an advantage for Lovebirds. No Bell tucked into the corner with his 5-7. They're going to be walking past it. Nobody's been spotted. Takes a little too long to start contributing to the situation. Art King, however, has quickly brought it back to the advantage. 1 HP, however, isn't going to be doing him any favors. Every single player now stacked up on the A bomb site. Getting ready to push forward. He's got a smoke to at least impede some vision before they can start making their mark. Javi, or rather Swaz, has whittled it down to just one. Defaulter, he's good in these situations. He knows where one more of them is, but he needs to find the other one. Quick tap on the bomb. He's trying to bait them out. With 22 seconds to go, Defaulter needs to make a difference immediately. The headshot and the transfer. Defaulter, a second round where he has dominated.
My goodness, that's another round. Very, very crucial rounds he's been getting. And that could have been an eco round win by Lovebirds. Could have changed a lot for them. But Defaulter, once again, stepping up big time. 10 kills already on the board. And that was very scary, but what a spray transfer. Yes, no armors, but props to him. That was quick, that was swift. And this gives the lead to True Rippers by 4 rounds. Javi, just like the first round, gets another kill, but that grenade is gonna take down Carlito. That was, oh my goodness, Noble caught with the grenade in his hand, and Art luckily there to trade. Very quick exchange of kills here early on.
Man, the ability of True Rippers to keep things under control after they've already lost the advantage is starting to get a little scary. However, I don't think Defaulter can continue to keep saving them time and time again.
Ooh, he's
Ooh, Defaulter. Yeah, he knows what's going on here. The smoke to also buy them some space. Defaulter just wants to stay alive as long as possible. And eventually does speak out to put Havoc out of commission. 2-on-2. And these players, yeah, they're just so good in these retakes. Defaulter also cozying up to the generator. And he should have some cover. Helicopter support from his teammate waiting. Swaz, the audio cues are there. Crazy Gamer, though, him falling suddenly changes everything. And finally, we'll see a first round from Lovebirds.
This time it doesn't work for Defaulter and Crazy Gamer. It was a deja vu from the pistol round, but Swaz luckily is there to save the round. Havoc with 2 as well is a very, I would say, good defense when it comes to the B-bomb side. True Rippers still have, I think, no, yep. Some of them have still enough money. I think we're gonna see some MAC-10s and AKs. Probably MAC-10s are gonna be the front line, while Lovebirds, they need to be very careful. Art is one of these very good openers when it comes to the GCC region, but he is also one of these players that takes a bit to get into the groove. Either way, this is gonna be a mid hit here by Ghost and Co. 4 guys actually mid. Swaz is there to welcome them. This is gonna get very sticky in mid. And Swaz, oh my god, what is this position? It's a position where you kill and die.
Yeah.
Oh, backup.
We'll see if the off angle works off. Yeah, that support is going to make it so much easier, though. Not looking away from the flash, however. Still managing to survive and even get 2.
Somehow.
At some point, he does get taken out of commission, but that's okay. He's done his job, and now Rossi and Defaulter have to try and salvage once again. And Defaulter probably just looking over his shoulder time and time again. He's like, what is going on, guys? Like, why am I always alone in these positions? But going 12-3 already, he certainly made his mark. Oh, Shadow spotted. I'm not sure if he realizes that there's a second player there. He spots the head, and he keeps getting lifeline after lifeline. Rossi Bob to secure his teammate. And our king now in a 1-on-2 talks. He's got an op. He's got 2 players to find. But I'm not sure if it's the best idea to gamble with this $47.50 chip.
It's definitely doable. Art, as I mentioned, is one of these good opas. This could be the round he wakes up and comes back into it. He does have a smoke and a flash, which he can utilize. But time is ticking. Art is wasting so much time. Goes for the smoke. Is it gonna be who? It's gonna be the fake defuse. Could scope out 1, takes down 1. Goes for the full defuse. Oh, but Rossi this time around, he's gonna get it. And I think maybe Art rushed into it quite fast. Could have got the second kill. Either way, that's an op saved, gone from the hands of Art. And a 5th round for Trio Rippers. And this is gonna force Lovebirds into a half buy. But we've seen what they do with the half buys. Usually they do good noise. Oh no, it's gonna be a force buy. Oh no. So if they lose this, it's gonna get really bad for them. But winning this, chances and hopes of life. Swaz pushing mid very aggressively. Oh my god, did anyone spot the other? Not sure. Either way, Swaz got lots of information there. Ooh, Ghost.
Okay. Right.
Very messy there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's such a good angle from Havoc, but he still gets punished for it. Problem is that they had this full commitment onto the A bomb site, which does mean that they should have no trouble making that full commitment onto B now. Nobel, though, in the meantime, he's already crept forward, but he will be truly expected. There's 2 more players following him, though. Crazy Gamer, don't let go of Mouse 1! But he does, and the second player will refrag him. But now the info is apparent. They know exactly what's coming up, but they don't have any utility to stop them. Very little HP for Carlito and Art King. Headshot angles are not the way to go right now. Rossi, he's taking attention away from them. Peek from the pillar guy. Defaulter, he should be able to clean it all up. Carlito coming in hot, but Defaulter is much more warm to the touch. True Rippers, 6-1.
Crazy. True Rippers is on 15 kills. That's nuts. I think out of 4 situations, he won 3 of them. What a crazy player. What a performance so far by Defaulter. And 6-1, the force by the risky play didn't work out. But then that was a good entry by True Rippers. What is the situation? What is the solution for Lovebirds losing so many rounds on the CT side of Vertigo? Art King in the smoke. Posted up heavy. He's been good so far at B, but Rossi has punished him the last game. No need for risky plays at this point. Carlito, oh my god, the smoke could fade any second. Goes to Rossi. 1 for 1. Carly has to back away. Gets one for free. No follow up. Actually, there is, but Noble. He wish he didn't. He didn't peek. Noble or Carlito all alone now. 1 against 4.
A super one-sided affair right now, and you can see exactly how much stronger True Rippers are on Vertigo. You can see their team play materializing, and you know, even if it wasn't, Defaulter is just playing so incredibly well on an individual level that they're literally standing no chance at all. Defaulter is going 17-4 in the first 8 rounds. That is honestly just nuts.
Man is on a mission. That's a very good grenade if it connects. I don't think it connected as good as he wanted, though. Rossi and Javi, that's been the situation all along. Oh, it was this time around. Seems like Javi had switched to the A-bomb side. 5 players committed to the B-bomb side. Looks like it's gonna be a setup here. How are Lovebirds gonna deal with this? Ooh, Swaz! Sneaky! He got naded, but he took down one of the opponents. That's a very good start for the Lovebirds.
The ops kind of exposed. However, Swaz, he has used up most of his bullets, and that's exactly what ends up costing him.
No defaulter this time around.
Yeah. That certainly makes things a lot easier, not gonna lie. But Rossi Bob is still gonna try and get something done. He's got the bomb. He can at least get a plant off. That is $800 extra across the board. But no, he wants to go for the full swing. He wants to take that additional step, try and get the clutch going. And interestingly enough, Lovebirds, yeah, they just wanted to make sure that they maximize their chances. I like the angle that he's playing. Not too forward. They should be expecting him to be all the way in ramp. If he can have some trigger discipline, if they don't check him, lots of question marks here, and he doesn't fire off just yet. That's 2. There we go. No, that is... Everything was perfect there, but I don't blame him. 3 moving targets is certainly not an easy ask.
And he chose the one that was jumping onto headshot. I don't think it was intentional. It's just, you know, there's so much you can do when you trigger discipline yourself, but 3 players just moving around, it's way too tough. Unless you one-tap everyone. And he had no idea that Carlito wouldn't check his angle. But that was so close. He managed to get some damage there with 2
he had so little HP that he just had to gamble on the idea that they wouldn't check.
It was a nice try though by Rossi Bob. 7-2 now. This is this could get... We've seen the score before. Art! Double grenade. Has to fall back immediately. Carlito, one of the OGs of Counter-Strike as well in the GCC region. Oh, that's a gun maybe taken by Miguel's. Noble is there. Like, no, I'm not allowing you. It's crazy that we haven't seen Vertigo all for the 4 qualifiers, then we see them back to back yesterday and today.
Yeah.
They've been keeping it. Seems like it's a fallback situation to the B-bomb side. Is anyone there? I think Javi's all alone with an AWP. That's a double op setup. Playing very passively. Could hope for a kill and wait for the retake. Ooh, timing is everything. Perfect flash, actually.
Yeah. Ooh, Ghost coming in from behind. Arking has at least made it a little bit more palatable for them. But this is such an awkward 2v3 to be in, like smokes blooming everywhere, one of them losing their life to a nade. Ghost has to try and get 3 in a row. That's the first headshot onto second, and he knows where the final one is. Quick shoulder peeks to confirm info, and he no longer has to put in the legwork. But it's a beautiful pick from Art King, who goes ahead and fires at barely a pixel. That got real close and real scary.
I feel like that's where experience comes for. Like, he was in such an angle where can be easily sniped, and Art knew that all along. But then it got way too close for Ghost. He got too beautiful, or one of them was a headshot. Then I think as soon as Art missed, he could have posted with an aim, try to get that aim peak advantage. Yet Art was too quick. Very important, around 73. This is forcing True Rippers into pistols. And we could see a 7-5. Ooh, this is coming to mid. Swaz gets the first, gets the second. No follow-up. The Molotov is gonna stop them. Gets the third, comes for the fourth. But Ghost is there to punish it. What a fast round. What was the fifth? Did he kill both?
I have no
idea.
idea.
I think there was a kill somewhere in B. Javi got one, yeah. Just happened all along.
I mean, it was a bit of a throwaway round anyways. I mean, it's still nice to see that Lovebirds are able to bring forward a late game, a late half resurgence, because that does set them up nicely to perform on the Teague side now. Whether or not they'll be able to do that on the terrorist side of all things when they've already had a pretty big lack of coordination on the CT, I'm not too sure about that, but we'll see.
Ooh. Very good kill by Art though. Going for the second, but Ghost is there to punish through smoke. Rasi, oh my goodness. If he boosts right on time, he could get the kill. Is he gonna get it? No, I think it was a bit too late. But then he snuck in. This is quite dangerous, Defaulter. He's good for the late round, Defaulter. He needs to stay alive. The Molotov is good. The flash is perfect. Defaulter's gonna push all the way. Gets the one Javi's there to follow up the second by Rossi. 3 against 2 now. This is a bit tough.
Two Rippers, they're in the right positions, and Carlito, a 1v3 being given up by True Rippers would be incredibly ambitious, but it wouldn't be far-fetched. We've seen this happen in the Ramadan Rivals many times, but True Rippers won't add to the statistic.
I think it's a fair scoreline. True Rippers certainly could have had more, but then clutch situation by us made it a lot better for the Lovebirds. But then the way they enter the bomb sites, always a good flash, good execution. You can tell that True Rippers have put in work when it comes to the teamwork, not only in this map, but in general. Lovebirds, pistol is key. Let's see what they can do in this round. No smokes, no utility actually.
Pistol round, definitely a very important one, but they haven't checked cement. They eventually do. They now have info, and McGill's job is to stay alive, and his teammates to protect him. Good flash. A lot of missed shots are going to mean that Carlito will overwhelm McGill's, and it does come down to the Glocks having to try and push forcibly onto the A bomb site. But in the meantime, they're cooking up something else. The rest of the team, they are withdrawing and taking their efforts to B. The CTs realizes, though, True Rippers can already be seen getting into position. The connector player, however, punished, does mean that this is next to an impossible round as long as the players can play their cards right. Defaulter, the man who's been so deadly on the Glock, we'll see if he can do that again on the USP. Unfortunately, headshotted and taken out. Lovebirds, a much-needed pistol round.
They played that well. They had the CTs busy at A bomb site, and then they rotated back to B, where Swaz was the first to reach, and he reached quite fast, which helped a lot into taking control of that B bomb site. True Rippers, I mean, the guy at Cement could have done more. The flash didn't really connect, but yeah, a lot of whiff shots, as you mentioned. This is getting better for Lovebirds at the moment. The A-ramp control that we talked about is going to be happening all game. Teams realize how important to take that ramp and then do whatever you want. 2 Mac 10s and 2 AKs and a Galil on the side of Lovebirds. A stack or semi-stack here towards mid-bite team. True Rippers. Probably gonna let them plant and then push all out as soon as the C4 gets planted.
Damage, maybe an AK. Those are the only things they're hoping for.
Ooh.
Defaulter actually managing to get 3 with the USP. How did we go from USPs to a doable round? Can someone please explain that to me? A Galil in the hands of Defaulter, the man who has been wrecking Lovebirds time and time again. He might get another release at a clutch, moving straight in with the USB. No. But those 3 kills definitely shake them up.
There was that flash helped Lovebirds. I don't think it was communicated well between the 2 players, but Defaulter once again with USPs, with AK, with whatever you want. The guy is on fire. However, that fire could be extinguished very quickly if they lose this round, because we might be looking at a tie. Lovebirds coming back into this game. We talked about how CTs can be shaky for mixed teams, but T... Oh, Ghost. That was quick. Carlito was trying to take control there, but Ghost was faster, stronger, and better. Rossi Bob. He could try. Alright, okay. Heavy. It's gonna be a duel between the 2. It's gonna be tough for Lovebird. 3 against 5. Make it 2 against 5. Swaz and Art, though, that's a kill on B-bomb side. If they get the other on Crazy Gamer, this is certainly doable.
King. His responsibility right now is to get at least 1 or 2 kills. He needs to open things up. That's the first, but he shouldn't be expecting the generator player, and he doesn't. Good swing out from Crazy Gamer. Does open things up for Defaulter to come in from the back lines. Unfortunately, I think True Rippers might be coming back to their winning ways. Lovebirds, this is a very important round for them coming up. But before that, they are going to have to save some money. Swaz going for that hero AK. The pressure now starting to mount for Lovebirds as the True Rippers approach double digits.
Force buy from Lovebirds. And what a force buy it is. It's an AK, a Mac-10, and pistols. And this grenade. Oh, nothing connects there. The second one does some damage. But here we go, the pop flash comes. Noble gets one with the Mac-10. Ghost could be acing here. Defaulter is with him. 2 kills for each. Or 1 for 1. And now it's down to Swaz and Javi. But True Rippers have already made it. So this is gonna get a bit tricky. Did they go for the plan? Do they fake it? Decisions.
Oh, double peek is good. Nicely timed. And they know where that final player is too. Some really good coordination on those individual peaks. The interesting thing is that even though Defaulter is already like closing in on a 30 bomb, there's still a very good chance that their money balls out of control and Lovebirds just take it. And that will be so scary for them, considering they've picked into Vertigo. Things can definitely get very tricky. And Mirage coming up? We already know that Mirage is like the MESL special, right? it can go anywhere. Anything can happen.
Yeah, these boys love Mirage. I mean, everyone does except me. I hate it. But yeah, I mean, True Rippers, they did lose that. Well, actually, Lovebirds went to that force buy with nothing but pistols, a Mac-10 and an AK. Though they make it work. It was a big gamble. And now on the side, True Rippers, they're going for some pistols. Swaz. That was crazy gamer trying to like Ghost. I don't think Swaz spotted him. Timing is everything. If he managed to get Swaz and a gun, things could turn around here. Okay, here comes the plant. Missed Molotov, but a good grenade. This is looking like an easy round for Lovebirds.
I mean, you say easy round, and sure, the round might be easy, but actually getting away from Defaulter with all of your players alive, that's the hard part, right? Thankfully for them, Defaulter is not interested in taking that duel at all. Tucked all the way into the B-bomb site, so no issues there. One of the first rounds where Lovebirds actually comfortably get away with their weaponry. It seems like if you look back at the game, True Rippers were dominating, but you blink, you missed it, because now they're only one round away from tying things up, and True Rippers, they're staring down the barrel of their money exploding in their face.
Good economy so far by Lovebirds, so this is, it's fine if they lose this. It's not fine for True Rippers though. Once again, lots of Molotov, trying to deny the control of A-ramp, but then they're gonna slow it down. The boost, or no boost. Two guys at B. Crazy Gamer was trying to go for a kill there. Didn't work out so well. He does though wanna go for it. Javi has to be careful though. Oh, this position. If it doesn't get checked out, could get 2 kills.
Here it comes. Aggression into the B-bomb site. This pillar player is everything. They need to serve as a distraction for him. Finally swings out. But Rossi, only good for the one. Does suddenly make things difficult. Flank coming in forward. Carlito. He hasn't emerged for the longest time, but Carlito puts Defaulter down. Lovebirds in a very unlikely round still get away with it. Man, with the flank and with everything coming together, I really thought that True Rippers, you know, they were gonna have no trouble. Like, they had the flank, they had the pillar player, they had the player in generator to find info, they had a secondary player to generate information. At that point, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, pillar player I think could have played that better. He went
especially after that first kill. If he survived even for like 3 more seconds, all of his players can just start to reveal themselves and punish.
Yeah, and the problem is he went out before the plant came into play. So that would have been an easy kill for the planter though. But I mean, it's things we see that they don't know. Sadly, it didn't work out. Squad here is gonna get 1 kill on Rossi. This is a eco round. The fight isn't working for Crazy Gamer. Art with 2. Ghost all alone. 1 against 4. Can't do much here. It's gonna be Lovebirds. First to hit the double digits and take the lead from True Rippers. True Rippers, the next round is a must win for them. Definitely a tactical pause is needed to discuss what to do. Otherwise, Lovebirds can run away with this, and going into Mirage, losing your map pick is not gonna be a good sign. Right, this is the round. Not sure if we saw a tactical pause there. I doubt it. I would have loved to see more tactical pauses. Oh, these are some good grenades. 60 and 54 HP for Swaz and Noble. But they've been doing so well at this era.
Ooh, double nade, swinging out as well. They tried to use the smoke from the nade to cover as a one-way smoke. But the op popping off, Carlito being able to win his duel. Another round might just be draw for True Rippers. And a quick reminder of the economy, they are going to have nothing to work with in the next round. Even with the loss bonus and everything, it's not looking that good. Ooh, swing out. Rossi trying to play some aim labs here, and he's got a teammate coming forward as well. Maybe we can still talk. A very important shot being missed. Rossi trying to push forward into the smoke. Ghost needs to serve as a distraction, but Crazy Gamer has dropped. Swaz swings out. Ghost forced to back off with the AWP. He needs to worry about middle. They need to watch out for everything now, and in the meantime, the bomb could already be heading its way towards A. Swaz just made that round. Made it look so easy.
And this is what was needed to be done. You know, this situation where Swaz was aiming at the upper after the upper missed is exactly what needed to be done when Ghost was up against Art. You should have. I mean, it's a self-trust issue. You should have trusted yourself, trusted your aim to get that kill. I think that round specifically would have made a big difference. Either way, Lovebirds and Swaz make it happen. I would have loved in that round for True Rippers, even though they were down 3-5, 3 against 5, they should have stacked somewhere, gamble it. Because if they do come to their side, there's a chance. If they do not, then they could save those guns. But that wasn't what they had in mind, and Lovebirds did punish it. And it's gonna be a force buy by True Rippers, hoping for the best here. Otherwise, this could be a GG. This boost is perfect. Is it gonna be checked though? I don't think so. Oh, the Molotov.
How does Defaulter not get punished there? You can still sweeten the deal a little bit. Carlito, that's one, that's two. That's the MESL aim coming out. The off from arcing, not shying away from a duel either.
Wow, they go
With
down.
Crazy
one
Gamer
by
being
one.
the only one alive, an MP9 and a dream might be ambitious, but impossibility is right around the corner. 12-9. It all started with True Rippers just dominating, right? Defaulter was going 17-9. And, you know, he's kept up the performance. He's still going 25-19. It's not a bad performance at all. But it's kind of a hard ask to expect him to just continue that, and that's something that was scaring me at the start of the game as well. The fact that True Rippers needed to rely on clutch after clutch after clutch just meant that Lovebirds' scoreline was a little understated.
Honestly, we did expect a strong T side from Lovebirds, but I'm not entirely sure if it's their strong T side or just a weakness from True Rippers. But again, they keep losing these aim duels, and Swaz is just on fire. 26 kills. Having a good time. You should definitely try to avoid aim duels when it comes to Lovebird. I think this is a lesson that True Rippers actually got to learn from this map. It looks like it's gonna be the GG, and losing the map pick is not the start that True Rippers wanted. 13-9, dominating T-side, only losing one round. That's insane from the Lovebirds. What a performance. Swaz turning this around. Very strong showing there on the T side. And let's see what Archie, with her very good looking hair today, has to say.
Oh my, we're going on the hair, but you were the one who flexed with the hair on our, we have a little private WhatsApp group going on, and he had to flex with the hair, and he had to flex on how the lore of the shirt, the jersey that he's wearing right now. This is actually a 15-year-old jersey. Is that true, Toxie?
13. Yeah.
13 years. So he's a veteran, and if you want proof, he's wearing it. So you can never doubt Toxie when it comes to his expertise in the community in Counter-Strike. So we do appreciate all his efforts here, and of course founding the MESL hub and gifting all the free subs to Wild as well. So we have to be pretty nice to him, otherwise he can revoke those. Yep. So quite a strong first game that we witnessed here in the semifinals of the playoffs for the Ramadan rivals. Quite exciting, and I was not disappointed at all. I mean, I did say that I was doubting that we're going to see quite a fun match because they both lost during their finals stage of their weeks. But it was pretty good to see both of these teams come strong and play really, really well. There's a strong T side by True Rippers initially going 7-1 with their lead, but then they had but then the Lovebirds managed to keep up, and they had complete dominance when it came to the T side. They only lost one round when they were in the T side, so that definitely favored them in the Vertigo. And in the end, Lovebirds took the win and secured the first game in this best of 3 match. We are going into the second game very, very shortly, which will be, was it Mirage? Is it going to be Mirage? It is going to be a Mirage, so it could go either way. Either we're going to see Lovebirds securing the second win, getting the final representation for Team GCC, since they are the only ones here right now that have made it so far. We got to knock down all the Pakistani teams because they're outnumbering us by quite a lot there. So Wild is definitely happy about it. Oh, and we got some input that the other game is at 9-9. Did I hear that correctly, production? 9-9. Okay. Oh, and they're playing in Overpass. All right, interesting. That's quite a shock to hear, actually, because I did not expect Maiden Number Char to not dominate. That's a bit surprising to me. Wild. I mean, you're always talking about Maiden Number Char, and I think they are your favorite team. Am I not mistaken?
Yeah.
Are they your favorite? All right. They are your favorite. So, is it safe to say that
I would say Striking Cats, but I'm an honorary member of Striking Cats, so I mean that would be too biased, right? Even I'm not that toxic.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But I mean, I think based on everything that we've seen so far in this competition, there have definitely been some standout teams out there, and I think Maiden Number Char is definitely one of the top teams that we've witnessed so far, and they did annihilate, for lack of a nicer word, True Rippers when it came into the finals of the first week. They went 0-2, completely dominating them, and I don't know, I feel like they definitely have the upper hand here. So I was pretty shocked to hear that Maiden Number Char is actually having a little bit of a struggle against their team, the Grey Fox Esports. So let's see how that will turn out.
Honestly, I'm not surprised at all. Like, they have Marzel, they've got Right to Ace. Like, these guys are some of the most tenured players in India. Like, this, like, sure, like, I'm repping Maiden Number 4, but Grey Fox, they're no slouches, not at all.
I mean, we did see Grey Fox in week 3 where they competed against Shush, which another team which I am surprised that we didn't actually get to see them in week 4. We did see them in week 3, and they managed to get into the semifinals. They lost against Grey Fox in the semifinals, sorry, they won against Grey Fox, against the semifinals. But then we didn't really get to see Grey Fox shine any other way. So I'm a bit, I'm a bit hesitant on how they're going to be playing, but seeing as they're going 9-9 against one of the best teams here that we have in Ramadan Rivals, the Pakistani legends of the Ramadan Rivals, I'm looking forward to see how that turns out for sure. It'll definitely be a shock if Maiden Number Char doesn't win that, but I'm all for it. I'm all for the upsets that make the tournament better and to make people shine that they're not really used to. Production is helping me out here and telling me let's show the brackets right now, so let's go for it before I ask my most favorite question for both of our wonderful casters. Just to refresh your memory, we have the quarterfinals on one side with Maiden Number Char winning 2-1 against the Striking Cats who lost 0-2 against Khatru Peak just yesterday in week 4 of our qualifiers, and Maiden Number Char is now currently playing against Grey Fox Esports, and we have word that it is currently 9-9 in that map pick. In the first map pick, 9-10 for Grey Fox. 9-10 for Grey Fox. All right. It looks like we're going into overtime for that semifinals game. Who knows? Let's see what happens there. And Grey Fox managed to win by default against God's Reign, which is quite a shame because God's Reign was actually the finalists, the final winners of week 2 against Lovebirds, which we are witnessing right now. On the other side of the brackets, we had Khatru Peak losing against True Rippers 2-0 and Starboys losing against Lovebirds 2-0. So they both definitely annihilated when it came to their quarterfinals, and they went in confident and they went in strong into the semifinals right now. The game was also close. We can't say that it was completely one-sided. It was they both competed for the win of the first game in the best of 3, and it went in favor of Lovebirds for this map. We have Mirage coming up very, very soon, and we're going to head into my favorite question for our talents, for our casters, for our analysts. What is the prediction?
I want to talk about it.
Wild. Come on, we're just about to start the game. I need those predictions. Give it to me, Wild.
True Rippers have been so disappointing on Vertigo. Like, I really thought that their gameplay was going to be off the charts. You know, at the start, it did look like that was going to be the case, but they kind of just lost everything once Defaulter slowed down. So I don't know what to expect going into it. In fact, I think I favor Lovebirds more now.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna accept that answer. I mean, True Rippers definitely struggled against Lovebirds. I'm not sure if it was just that Lovebirds were just too good, or was it that True Rippers, you know, they weren't performing as we expect them to. Toxie, what is your prediction for their next game in Mirage?
I expected if they take Vertigo, it could have been a 2-0, but losing Vertigo, I think Mirage is very tricky. I mean, True Rippers do like Mirage. It's one of the good maps for them, but then again, this is a team from, born and raised in MESL, and Mirage is like, out of 10 maps, 8 times will be Mirage, and they pick Mirage after, it's like Mirage. And honestly, I dodge. I abuse my owner skills when I see Mirage. I dodge. When I see Mirage, that's how much they play that map. So I think this is gonna be tricky. And with Swaz popping off like that, Swaz is also an OPer in general. So, and we haven't seen much of his OP. So I think he could pop off as well in Mirage. There's gonna be lots of action in mid. I see this also going in the favor of Lovebirds. And I think 2-0 is doable here. I'm not sure what True Rippers can do here. I mean, we've seen some bits and pieces from the team. Defaulter initially had a good game, but it was only him, basically. The rest of the team just couldn't adapt, couldn't win aim duels, lost so many clutch rounds. But I guess we are ready now, Archie?
Yes, indeed. Hopefully we're going to be seeing much more clutch rounds to come. Also, we got word that Grey Fox won their first game in that best of 3. My goodness, we have to talk about that after the game is over, but we're going to head straight into it right now. Take it away, Tox and Wild.
Heading straight into the pistol round. Lovebirds with the advantage on map number 1. Now True Rippers, they've got to fight back. A B bomb site take, and Rossi will have 1 foot out the door. Finds the head and retreats. Ghost has gotten a kill of his own. That does come down to the 3-on-5. Shouldn't be too hard for True Rippers to clean things up. But the Glocks can always be a little scary to be around. Nobel missing some crucial moments where he could have equalized the numbers, but King, I think this is just an exercise in futility, trying to fight back. First round for True Rippers.
I've seen the way
I like the fact that they were super careful as well.
Yeah, exactly. He just threw the smoke, ran away, and while he was running, he also got a free bonus kill there. But that's a perfect way to play it, and a retake, a team retake. And I think Noble and Swaz here got stuck near this very tight entrance to the kitchen, couldn't do much, and that's the first round for True Rippers. Much needed. on Mirage on the CT side, and they really need to take a lot of rounds. Otherwise, this could be a 2-0 for Lovebirds. The first buy coming from Lovebirds side. Galil's and a scout who are playing with fire there. Oh, that's heavy, sorry. I expected it to be art, but nevertheless, Ghost with the M4 trying to do lots of damage. They're gonna push very fast into A, but Ghost and McGill's through smokes. Wow, that was cleaned up very well. They didn't lose a single man. That's so good for the economy. Now, Lovebirds are gonna be an echo, and that's an extra round where they can rack up more money. That would be a perfect start for the Indian squad.
It's definitely nice to see that True Rippers are able to start with an advantage. They cannot afford to make any mistakes anymore. Vertigo was just absolutely abysmal beyond that initial performance by Defaulter. And you know, Defaulter's probably going to look back and think how the hell they weren't able to win that map. Couple of nice shots from Carlito, although they should eventually be meaningless unless the Deagles can convert. Maybe I'm asking for a little bit too much here. But King, being the final player alive with a Glock, should be no trouble for True Rippers to get a third round.
He is gonna swap with the Deagle though. 3 guys up against him. Ghost being the closest. 3k for him, 7 kills in total going into the 4th round. Lovebirds, I think Art, yep, not enough money to go for the AWP. But this is one important round for Lovebirds specifically. And even if True Rippers lose this, they can buy the next, but then if they lose that, it could easily be a 3-3. This is one of these critical rounds, a must-win for Lovebirds if they want to come back. Losing a lot of rounds on T-side is... Okay, oh, what's happened there? His elbow was hitting. Alright, it's one of those inexperienced observers. Got it, okay, thank you. They do have full control of mid. Probably gonna split into A by the looks of it. Oh, the timing as well.
What?
Oh my god, what the timing?
Yeah, that is...
Annoying.
That's so unfortunate. Like, you can't stop getting CSGO'd even when you're in CS2. Can't ever run away from it. 5-on-3 now, though. True Rippers should not really have any issues getting it to a 4th. Lovebirds kind of in a stalemate, stuck on an island. You can see Carlito kind of just wondering where to go from there. A couple pieces of Uto also make it a little more uncomfortable for him. And it would be nice if they can get some damage done, but actually materializing this into a round... What? Ooh, what was that from Ghost? Damn, I wish we got to see that from his perspective.
Maybe the inexperienced observer can...
I'm not gonna lie though, that was still a fire angle, like being able to see the depth cam. Yeah. Like, I don't know who's observing, but he did a good job there.
That was nuts, honestly. Like, he switched to the Eagle at 1 tap. Very nice shot, and a very important round for True Rippers.
Like, for a second, I was actually worried. I was actually worried. I was like, how did he switch? Like, how did he get a second shot off with the op this quickly?
Oh my god, A-bomb site is all clear if they execute fast. This could be the round. They do know that the A guy has an AWP somewhere. Here we go though, Crazy Gamer is gonna... it's gonna be a very pleasant surprise. We're gonna take CT, Crazy Gamer is gonna wait. Ghost pushing all out. Oh my goodness, that was quick. This time Deagle doesn't hit, but the grenade is gonna do a lot of damage. Is this doable? Let's find out.
Swaz and Noble, they've done some damage, and that's an M4 recovered. Lovebirds could definitely still make a mark here. Javi playing that Tech 9 to perfection, but in a 2v1, Nobel, he's gotten the healthier player off the server. Now he's only got to land 1 bullet into Ghost, and he will. Lovebirds, an unlikely round, but a round nevertheless.
And an AWP taken as well. What a round. All they had was Tech 9s and a few smokes. And it's quite weird that no one was on the CT side. This is kind of shocking to me that everyone was around the jungle and connector side. And Lovebirds made it work by getting some kills towards CT, and then that's no a smoke by Noble actually. He played around that so smartly. Managed to get 2 kills. And this is how you can utilize your utility to your advantage. That's gonna hurt True Rippers a lot. It could have been a 5-0 lead. Much more comfortable. But Lovebirds took an AWP. They did lose a lot of players though, 4 of them. So it was a costly round. No smokes on window. Could peek out. Nothing to be seen. Lovebirds defaulting, but on a very slow pace.
Mid control available for Lovebirds. They've also got a player into A, so making it a sandwich, definitely possible. But they're not making a full commitment just yet. Lovebirds now backing off after showing mid presence. They'll be taking most of their resources all the way to Ramp and Palace, but they still have one connector player tucked into a corner. No, Bell didn't have his weapon out. That's such a grave mistake. And with 30 seconds to go, they need to start pushing the gas a little bit. True Rippers might be thinking that that was just a fake, that was just a lurker, but no, this is the main course. Javi, here he comes, and the connector player should be showing his presence as well. There's still a player from the CTs in Palace. Crazy Gamer needs to stay true to his name, finally emerges, and all of a sudden the round's fallen apart. 10 seconds to go, and a bomb plant is seeming next to impossible. All Crazy Gamer needs to do is peek out and get them off of it. A 5-1 scoreline. Incredibly well played by Crazy Gamer to get them off the bomb.
Very well played, actually. And it was surprising to me that they've actually went straight for jungle and CT without even clearing Palace. Even though they came very late, so they had to expect some play. But nevertheless, Crazy Gamer with the unexpected. 4 kills for the man to save True Rippers. And this is forcing Lovebirds into a force by barely any utility. Hope on the hands of Art King. And Carlito, that was very good kill. Art! That was way too fast. 5 against 3 now. Certainly they cannot lose this. 2 guys up in B now. 3 actually. They've left A completely open. And I see Swaz already lurking. Got some info. Calling for that, but look at this. The C4 is with Noble, and he's in a very bad spot. He escapes at the right moment. This should be the save round by True Rippers, unless they actually want to go for it.
I mean, with Crazy Gamer being in ramp, I wouldn't hate it if they tried to do something. But the problem is that those 2 players, McGill's and Defaulter, they're both so far away. If they were close by in connector or something, if they had at least a little bit of space in CT spawn, maybe I would talk about it, but no. Saving is definitely what they should have at the top of their priority list right now. But I do appreciate the fact that Defaulter is sticking around, just to, or rather Crazy Gamer is sticking around, just to try and get them to lose some weapons if they try to exit from ramp. Now, that is something that won't happen anyway, but it's the thought that counts.
And it's interesting to see that Lovebirds on the T side actually isn't able to perform as good as they did in Vertigo. This shows how strong True Rippers are in Mirage, and especially on the CT side. Not sure what they have in mind on the T side, but I feel like they could get even better on the T side, seeing that there might be some struggle from the Lovebirds on the CT side. But again, it's Mirage, so anything can happen. Default once again by the Lovebirds. That's been the situation all along. Very important round for both of the teams, more so for True Rippers. because their economy is not that well. Art tries to go for it. Like, okay, I had one shot. Decides to fall back. Two smokes sitting up on A. It is a fake though.
I love the effort to be elaborate from Lovebirds. Ooh, Havoc. Here he comes. That's the first pickoff, and Crazy Gamer definitely has to be the one difference maker here, but no. He's quickly been denied, and the flashbang is good to chase Defaulter down to his death. Lovebirds should have absolutely no troubles getting this third round. And now they're starting to creep up on True Rippers once again. If you recall how Vertigo started and how Vertigo went, True Rippers were leading the charge. They started to get a little comfortable, and that's where the trouble happened. And we're also seeing a similar storyline with regards to individual performance, because Ghost is going like 11-3 right now. That's what we saw from Defaulter on Vertigo. We saw a lights-out performance, which unfortunately cannot be sustained, and when that one player falls off, Lovebirds will catch up.
Five to 3 now. Pistols on True Rippers. I mean, they've made crazy things happen with pistols. Is this gonna be one of them? Good economy on Lovebirds. From being down 5-1, making a comeback now 2 rounds in a row. Could be a third as well. Mirage, once again, they've taken control of mid a lot of rounds, and then as well, almost getting kills in A without any contesting when it comes to True Rippers. And I feel like Lovebirds in general, they've been winning the aim duels. Individually as aim, they are a bit better, but when it comes to the teamwork, maybe True Rippers are a bit superior there. Then sometimes maps like these where you need your aim. And McGill's, it's a good important deagle. Oh my goodness, Art gets 2, can go for the third. Defaulter trying his luck, but Art survives with 100 HP. Wakes up just in time, and Carlito is trying to snoop around their Crazy Gamer, allowing or wanting to allow Ghost to push and get that kill, but that smoke actually blocked him from doing so. He's been spotted, no longer a Ghost. That's a good thing, almost taking down Carlito. The 4th round for Lovebirds. Not losing hope just yet.
True Rippers, incredibly important round for them if they want to make the difference right now. If they lose this, they won't have enough money to solidify anything on the scoreboard. Lovebirds, they've already crept up pretty far into the game. If you recall, True Rippers were actually winning by a pretty significant margin. If Lovebirds can maybe cement this deal a little bit more. Uh-oh. True Rippers, they've already lost a player without any refrag potential, no nothing. And they're a little locked out. There's smoke set up, there's Molotovs, there's nobody even close enough to the bomb site to try and fight. And Ghost is going to take the liberty to go a little bit forward and try to at least keep one foot through the door. But it's not seeming too easy with Art King coming in from the back lines. Rossi Bob, though, might just give them a fighting chance here.
Is he gonna check the angle or not? Art! That's a very important kill. Swaz and Javi follow it up. And once again, they found so much success from the A-bomb side. Seems like they're always, and I mentioned this before, they always get that kill in A-bomb side without any damage or, you know, disturbance. It seems like Crazy Gamer, after that 4K in the palace, you haven't had any success in A bomb site. And that's, as an A player, that hurts you. Because I remember when I used to play, you know, any just normal games on Mirage, if I keep losing A, round after round, I lose the aim duels and I lose control of my A bomb site, I would not be able to play. I would not be able to perform. I would not be able to, you know, put myself in a position where I can get the kills. And this might be forcing a stack, maybe 3 players to play a bomb site. And I think this is what Lovebirds have been doing all along. They've always had someone in mid lurking. This time it was Art somehow with an AWP all alone. But then again, they've been doing so much in the A bomb site. I think Javi and Swaz, I think it's just a role switch between the Lovebirds. Carlito has been doing well as well at B. It's just they're winning their default so far. After a good, firm 5-1 lead, True Rippers find themselves about to lose their lead for the first time in Mirage. Wow, that was a good flash.
Yeah, and this should obviously be a very easy round to get past the Lovebirds. And at this point, Lovebirds have done so much work again on the terrorist side where they can feel quite confident heading into the CT side. We saw a very similar scenario on Vertigo, albeit the sides were switched around. This is a really good showing from Lovebirds. I'm honestly very impressed that they've not ever lost their composure when they're losing to the team element of True Rippers. Like, they will immediately bounce back. And I really respect the fact that they'll slow down their pace as a team because they realize that making these very complicated, very quick plays is going to be hard as Lovebirds, as it's going to be hard with a mixed lineup. So that's why these slower defaults that rely on individual prowess are ending up working out nicely for them. It's a good flash from Ghost, though, as Defaulter starts taking some control of middle, and Lovebirds might just be throwing themselves at the situation.
Okay, this time around, we see a switch up. Crazy Gamer once again trying to survive. Smoke just in time. We'll keep him alive though. Javi getting the kill. The flash was perfect. Crazy Gamer pops out. This is the confidence that he needed. Even though it's a bit late, but it should transfer as well to the T side. Lovebirds didn't have a good CT in the previous map. You can see how well their CT side is on Mirage. So far, this has been a 50-50 game. Good start by True Rippers, but then losing control. But then climbing back at the last round. Which is good. It's good to win the last round because that's the round that will help you moving forward to the second half. True Rippers have to go all out. They are on the verge of losing 2-0, dropping to the 3rd place and 4th place decider, which will be played off stream tomorrow. Either way, here comes the push to the A-bomb side. Art! Very good kill. The Molotov isn't gonna do much, but they have full
And he can
control.
easily back off as well. Swaz being part of the conversation too. The CTs are definitely up in fighting arms. Defaulter, however, he's been responsible for a couple good pistol rounds before. We'll see if that happens again. Swaz, I love that little bait from Murder Hole. 2 versus 3. Lots of work already being done by the CTs. They just need to slam dunk it now. Defaulter's always really good on that Glock. We'll see if that performance will be persistent. Swaz, first man in because he is in fact low on HP, but it shouldn't matter. Defaulter's back is turned, and they just need to find Ghost, who reveals his position. The smoke might actually help him out a little bit, to be honest, because he's trying to get lost in it, but Carlito won't let that happen. Lovebirds starting off strong.
I love the patience at window. 2 guys were just waiting, and then the 3rd was outside just the vent there and waiting as well, and they pushed all 3 at the same time. I think it was Defaulter or Crazy Gamer there. Very good position, but he couldn't do much because they popped all 3 at the same time. Even though it looked like they were entering A-bomb site and it sounded clear, but then the one-tap long range from Lovebirds with the USP, make it work, and then a retake. 3 guys pushing together. Crazy Gamer spots out Art, who has an AOG. The AUG coming into play. That's such a rare gun, but Carlito, 2 beautiful headshots, and this is not going so well for the Rippers.
Abby. Up close, no way. No way, like... It already starts off bad enough, and then we see the MP9 pop off. That is inexcusable. And you can see that True Rippers, with how little money they have, they're going to be thrust full force into the second half, with Lovebirds not only being on the advantageous side, but also being allowed to build up some bank.
This is not going so well for True Rippers. Even though it looked like they had control, but then somehow, not sure who the guy escaped the underpass. And Javi, once again, the confidence push there. They were all sandwiching him from T-Spawn and TV Room. 8-6 for Lovebirds now. That was a force buy by the Rippers. Are being ripped apart at the moment. 8-6 looks like maybe 9-6 as well, seeing they have pistols only. The AUG on Art. Definitely a very expensive weapon that, nevertheless, an OP one. Good for Window. The double aim by Swaz and Art. They seem to have an idea of what the Rippers are about to do, and they leave no chance for them to get any control whatsoever.
Yeah, Lovebirds are totally ruling over them right now. It's weird to look at the scoreline and say that Lovebirds are dominating them, but it always seems to be the case that True Rippers will start off a game very strong. They'll look dominant for a little bit, and then beyond that point, it's going to be a streak of rounds from Lovebirds, which is why you'll see a close scoreline, but it won't feel that way when we're spectating it.
True Rippers. Another one of these important rounds for them. Not sure what is happening to them though if they lose this. They lost their map pick on Vertigo. So far, they were dominating 5-1. There was also a situation in Vertigo. Somehow though, Lovebirds make it work. There was incidents where individual plays came into play, but there were a lot of moments as well where Lovebirds played as a team. Which shows you, even though they haven't practiced much, or even though they're not actually an organization, it's just playing together on a regular daily basis helps a lot in establishing chemistry and teamwork, which comes naturally. So that's why you need to subscribe to MESL and play. That's the lesson learned. We have Ramadan.
I like how the
I
like how the fable, the story is just sponsored by MESL. Like, it's just propaganda.
Right?
Yeah.
5 against 1.
Lovebirds is the reason why you should subscribe to MESL, because you'll be able to play like them.
Exactly. And you could be one of the finalists in the near future. I think that the confidence level is an all-time high, especially after they made that comeback in the T side. And it's very hurtful to the mental strength of True Rippers. You've been leading 7-1 in Vertigo and leading 5-1 in Mirage. Losing on the other side, or the other half, by only getting 1 round when it comes to Vertigo. And so far, they haven't won a single round on the T side. That's very damaging. But there's still hope.
creeping into connector. True Rippers, one of the first few rounds where they can at least bring it to an equal standpoint, and with this short presence, they'll actually be able to do a little bit more. Havoc does eventually get punished, and Noble and Swaz, they should be in an uphill battle. One of the very few circumstances where we actually see them being pressured.
This should
Nobel.
be the run for True Rippers.
If he can find the first, then it should not be a problem, but never mind. Swaz, that's one. Okay. I mean, he's got a kid as well. Problem is just the lack of util. I think he has a decent idea of where that second player might be, but the problem is they're just not going to peek him in time, and he doesn't have a smoke to bait them out either. Uh-oh. This is tricky. This is tricky. Swaz being Sal. That's a 1v3. And surely he has enough time for it, right?
No
Oh,
way.
barely, but Swaz with a 1-on-3 completely unpredicted. Honestly, I was getting ready to let that round go. I was ready to see Swaz saving. But in the nick of time, with barely any milliseconds on the clock, True Rippers have been shot down yet again. Foiled by a 1v3.
We've talked about Swaz and his dominant performance in Vertigo. This time around, 1 versus 3. And the thing is, it was planted for short, yet the two players had market and bench. Could have been played better, and the only guy at short was actually stuck and couldn't do much. He was out in the open. And this is gonna... I mean, they're already hurt deep. And that just adds more salt to the wound. Art, once again, a kill on Rossi Bob. I feel like True Rippers at this point, losing these clutches, losing the aim duels, losing everything really. And not a single round on the T side. How can you come back into this? And I haven't seen a tactical pause yet, I'm not sure why. Either way, McGills gets the first kill. Carlito pops through smoke, that's a 3v3. Smokes are there, they need to go for the plant quite fast. Swaz through smoke, might have been a gap or not. Here comes the smoke though, 2 against 3. Crazy Gamer and Defaulter. If there's a time to come alive, it's now Defaulter. Can he do it again?
He did so well on Vertigo. Now, the survival of his team hinges on his
Oh my
performance, and smoke after smoke is what bullets will come through from. 12-6, Lovebirds, they're on a completely different level at the moment. They look like they're smurfing. Beyond those first 5 rounds from True Rippers, everything has been so easy, breezy for Lovebirds. It's honestly a joke how quickly they're getting rid of True Rippers.
Not sure what happened to them there. Not a single round. All clutches lost. All aim duels lost. Rounds where they have advantage. And then once again, Art pushed very good movement there. He's gonna get the kill, of course he will. Gonna get the stack hit. No, McGills finally punishes. But look at this push by Swaz. No, they're playing with a lot of confidence. This is a new Lovebirds we've seen. Swaz, I mean, the man is there to win it.
Just Rossi remaining now. We've not really seen any huge performances from him. At least not in the series. We'll see whether or not he can keep his team alive for a little bit longer. But survival will be very, very difficult to get to. Peek straight into top middle player. That's a nice headshot. Okay, we've at least brought it down to the 1-on-2. So we can still talk about it. 5 rounds potentially to go. If Rossi can find something. But a swift headshot means that True Rippers will quickly be dropped down to the decider bracket. And Lovebirds, interestingly enough, they're going to be your finalists.
Wow. So on Vertigo, they only won 1 round on the CT side. On Mirage, they haven't won a single round on the T side. And that's very concerning. Nevertheless, Lovebirds, GG, well played, dominating performance, a well-deserved win. And Archie is back with us to let us know how she feels about that. I mean, I predicted well, I don't know about Wildity, but I trust my GCC boys.
Well, yeah, the GCC boys are doing pretty good and representing the UAE. They have secured their spot in the finals here at GG League Season 2, the Ramadan arrival. So that is crazy to see. We've been roasting the GCC section, been saying, they haven't even made it, and then like one team made it, and look at that. The GCC is in the finals right now. Let's go and check out the brackets and let's see how they're doing on the other side with Grey Fox and made in number Char. Looks like still no updates for the second game. They still remain at 0-1. They are in 4-6 currently for maiden number Char. Oh, 6-5, sorry, for made in number Char. So another very, very close game there. Very, very surprising to see for that matchup, but nevertheless, good to see, pleasantly surprised. And for the other side of the brackets, we ended with a 2-0 for Lovebirds. And as we end, summing up the brackets, it seems like it's another birthday on production side. I don't know what's happening. It seems like we had a birthday last time and the week before. So we're going to give a happy birthday to JJ in production. Happy birthday, JJ.
Woo! Did we not wish him like 2
woohoo!
days ago?
Birthday. It's like his
Is this the
birthday
same
3
guy?
days.
It's the same guy.
This
Like,
is how. This is what I do.
Is-
If it's my
is this
birthday,
how-
it's my birth
is this
month,
how we're
it's
paying
my birth
staff?
week.
like, you just give them extra
Yeah.
birthday wishes or what?
Yeah, it's getting a bit suspicious there. I don't know. I hope we're not getting paid in birthday wishes. My birthday passed. I'd like to get paid in, Oh, it looks like
Also,
I'm
my
not getting
birthday
paid.
is in
Production scammed me.
Listen, man, my birthday is in 6 months, and I hope the payment terms are before 6 months. So I think I should be safe.
I gave
Oh,
him
that's
birthday.
true.
Production
Production does
just
point
told
out that
me-
you got a 6-month sub.
Is
So that kind
it,
of
Tox?
counts. I think you're good.
Yeah, you're good. You have
all,
Alright,
all
well-
for an MESL sub that I won't use?
Now it's getting a bit suspicious. Like, how sure are we of this $5,000 prize pool that we have set aside for the Ramadan rivals? Are they going to be paid in subs as well? Are they going to be paid in birthday wishes? We'll find out once we end the whole stream tomorrow, which is going to have the finals, which first spot is already secured by the Lovebirds, the GCC team representing the UAE. Who is going to be competing against them? Will it be Grey Fox or will it be the very famous made in number Char, the Pakistani legends, the Pakistani heroes? Time will only tell, but for now, our time is up. We are actually going to be closing stream quite early today, and we hope that you guys can go and perform the rituals that you need for tonight. It is a special night tonight, so definitely do not let it go to waste. You can get those things done, and after you're done, go and check out the rest of the games because it will be updated on Faceit, so you can find out what's going to happen, or you can stay tuned tomorrow in our final session where we will be recapping everything that happened today in the semi-finals. Is there anything you guys want to add before we end our stream for tonight?
From my side,
Wild, do you
no,
wanna?
thanks-
Oh, Tox, go ahead.
thank
Please
you,
one
for-
Pakistani team. Please one Pakistani team in the finals.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Lovebirds for the strong performance in the semi-final. Hard luck as well for Lovebirds. I mean, they still can compete for the third spot, which is something good as well. I mean, we do hope to see a great grand final tomorrow. Looking forward to the score of the other map, and yeah, GG, well played.
GG, well played indeed. Wild, you're just hoping for one Pakistani team. So if maiden number Char makes it, are you good, or do you want that to be Pakistan versus Pakistan in the finals tomorrow?
I mean, that ship has sailed, right? So I'm just hoping that we can see a really competitive matchup. And you know what? I'm not gonna be one of those people who's like, oh no, I just want Pakistan to win the finals directly. No, you need to test my boys. You need to see whether or not maiden number Char are made of the metal that they pretend to have been made of.
Exactly. Prove your worth. Prove what you're made of. And hopefully they will do just that. But we're not so sure since Grey Fox has one point in the lead. And they're pretty close as well in their second game in this best of 3. Let's see if they can take it to the third. It looks like it's a 9-4. 5 in favor of maiden number Char. Okay, so looking good for the Pakistani boys. Looking good. So hopefully we're going to be seeing them tomorrow. And if not, then we'll just have to let Toxie do most of the casting because Wild is going to be crying the whole time. But besides that, I think it's a good time to end for tonight's stream. Please note that tomorrow we will be starting at the same time as usual. We will be leading with a best of 5 this time. So it's definitely going to be one of our lengthier streams, one of our more exciting matchups. And we get to crown the winners, and whoever's going to walk away with $1,000 in their pocket. So pretty exciting stuff. So make sure you guys stay hydrated, get some food, get to your prayers, and don't forget about us. And we will see you tomorrow.